So going on to day 3 and 4 for our peaking phase. Day 3 is going to still be on aerobic foundation, building up from 45 minutes the first week of the peaking phase and going up to almost an hour. That day is going to be similar just to all the other ones. You're just adding a little bit more on the regen side of things. And that'll be in the do all core exercises or do whatever exercises from stabilization phase. Then day 4, we call it Champions Day. All right, on Champions Day, we're really going to do this day specific to what you're going to be tested on to see if you've been committed to this program during the summer. All right, if you stay along with this this conditioning program, all right, then you will be doing well in your fitness test whenever you come in. All right, that is guaranteed. All right. If you haven't been doing it, then it will show. Champions Day. All right, so warm-up stays the same. Plyo movement prep, so same thing as it was for day 1. Crossover step to base for speed 3 times each way. Forward and side leaps 3 times each one for speed. So kind of priming that powerful movement for the body. Then power development. Okay, so this is something that I'm taking away, I'm adding into because we're taking away from your volume running. So what that means is your work capacity has been built up from the other days in the previous phase. So now we're going to end up changing it to, now you want a little bit of power development, so it takes a little less stress off your joints, and you can work at a higher rate during the ESD. So power development, you have 2 sets, do these movements in a row, and then repeat. Okay, so you're going to have 4 different exercises, do them all the way through, all right, and rest up, do as needed. It's a power development, so rest is not conditioning. All right, and then do it again one more time. So pause vert jumps to athletic position. Okay, so you're going to start tall, drop into a pause position, a good athletic spot. All right, and then jump up and land in the same spot. Stick it. All right, you're going to do that 2 times. All right, ending in a good athletic position, jumping as high as you can. Then vert jump to athletic position. So you're just not pausing. Start tall. All right, then you're going to load and go, jump up, stick it, reset, and go again. All right, you got 2 of those in a row. Vertical jump to broad jump, lateral rotation. Okay, so vertical jump to broad jump. All right, so you're going to do 1 vertical jump, and then as soon as you land, you're going to jump out. So it's adding a little more 3D movement. Vertical jump, as soon as you land, jump out, stick it. All right, obviously go a lot further, jump as high as you can, jump as far as you can out. All right, I'm just doing it small for an example. Then vertical jump to lateral. Okay, and so vertical to lateral will be right there, vertical coming up, and jump out, lateral, stick it. And then you do that 2 times each way. And then vertical jump to lateral rotation. Okay, so then it'll be a vertical jump in place and then jump out and rotate. All right, vertical jump and out rotate. All right, so it's kind of priming 3-dimensional movement. All right, priming the body to move very powerfully in all 3 planes. And then broad jump to lateral hop to broad jump. Okay, so for this one, all right, you're essentially gonna start in one position. All right, jump forward, do a lateral jump, and then jump forward again. Okay, so you're kind of making a zigzag. All right, so maybe right here, jump forward, sideways, jump out again. Whoa, stick it. All right, stick the landing, a little bit better than that. Do as I say, not as I do. Then after that, we're going to get into the next part of the movement. And where am I? I lost myself. There we go. Okay, so you do that 3 times each way. So you jump forward, then lateral, then forward, to the right 3 times, and then to the left 3 times. And that'll be all your power development. This power development, all of it has to be maximal jumps. All right, if you're jumping small or you're jumping slow, all right, then you're not going to be actually priming any powerful movement. You'll just be kind of warming up more, essentially. Now, champion development. Okay, so this first week of week 6 of the peaking phase. All right, it's going to be, let me find myself again. Okay, so 30 yards coming down, 50 yards going in. So what that means, I'll let Kenny explain what recovery runs are whenever you get in. All right, the reason why and how they matter. But make sure that you really try to challenge yourself and understand that this is going to be what separates you. All right, can't find my right spot. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. So you're going to start out right here at this spot. All right. Mark out 30 yards going one way and then 50 yards coming back. Okay, so it would be 20 yards going back this way from the starting position. All right. You're going to start right here, sprint forward as fast as you can. And then as soon as you get to 30 yards, sprint back all the way through. All right. And that'll be 1 timeout. All right. And then you got 6 times down and back in a row, recover 1 minute, and then go again. Okay, so your objective is to get it done in 70 to 85 seconds. So right here you go down 30 yards, sprint back 50, come jog back and go again. All right, you're kind of just cycling through it. All right. Then, as soon as you get down to the next phase, or the next week, excuse me. All right, you're dropping down to 30-40. Okay, so instead of having 50 yards, cut it down and just be 40. All right, we're dropping down the distance so that the intensity can pick up. All right, you have to do these as fast as you can because they're relative to what the test is going to be. The objective is 65 to 80 seconds. All right, and then the last week, all right, you're dropping it down to 30 yards and 30 yards. Okay, so just mark out 30 yards, and you're going down and back and cycling between that. All right, and now in this one, you're not going to be jogging back. So in the other ones, you're sprinting there and jogging back to the start. Now you're continually sprinting all 6 in a row. All right, you have to do these as fast as possible to get relative to the test. All right, on the ones with the longer distance, whenever you have to jog back, it has to be a fast jog. All right, it's essentially one continuous cycle. All right, and then after that, it'll be the cool downs, a really long stretch on those. That'll end your week.